Welcome back, my dark means, to the dark void ruled by me, now 51. And before I continue on, yes, bro, this is an update to what happened to the toilet, to the bathroom, to my bathroom. Yeah. So if you don't want to hear this, you can like leave. It's just to let you know it is good news. Finally, at last. And I'm gonna be talking about basically everything that's happened from last video. So yeah, get ready for that. If you don't want to hear anything about the toilet saga, you can just leave right now. So yeah, so right now, if you want to know what happened, I will leave a link to my last video that I made about this. I will leave it down below for you guys to watch. But in reality speaking, yeah, I had to literally rewatch my the end of one of my other videos just to make sure that I don't repeat anything. But reality speaking, it's all good. So if you haven't been following my tweets, yes, toilet destroyed. Everything's bad. Porta John is awful. Lowest point in my life. That's basically the first video. But if you want to rewatch that, watch that. I will leave a link to that first video down below. I'm probably going to do a playlist of the toilet saga down below, so you guys can know what I'm talking about. If you want to go see that. But either way, this is just an update of everything that happened. But behold, I would let you know this now. It's over. The freaking toilet is finally fixed. Hip hip hooray! Thankfully, thank you. Finally, after almost basically a month or almost a month, it has literally been finished. Basically 3 days. If you watch my last video, it's basically 3 or 4 days before, 3 or 4 days basically in August, at the end of August. So yeah, go look that. Yeah, it's basically 3 or 4 days of that one, if that video. But either way, yes, finally done. So I'm just gonna be telling you what happened leading up to this point to finally finishing up. And yeah, basically, yeah, after basically doing that day, we basically went back to normal for a bit because they need to basically get everything ready. Well, yeah, I think I talked about how they needed to get the toilet back here, so I'm just gonna be talking about what happened. So if I'm repeating this, I'm sorry about that. But yes, what was it? Oh yeah, now I remember. Yeah. So in case I repeat it, just to let you know if I'm repeating this. If I'm repeating this, well, they did bring the toilet, like days later, like I feel like days later, and downside is that they didn't have the right measurements on that. Yeah. So this after a few days, like a day or two, like no wait, no, what was it? No, it was like a few. I don't remember, but it was like a day or two where they brought in the toilet, and they said, "Oh yeah, we brought it in, but we don't have the right measurements on it." Yeah, they didn't have the right measurements. So yeah, that's just, so once they told us that, they, "Are you freaking kidding me?" We were wondering because the pipes weren't reaching it, and basically it was not attaching it correctly. So they needed to go take it away and get a new freaking toilet, which would basically probably take at least for the rest of the month. Which is what? Are you serious? They didn't have the right measurements, which I said this by myself that why didn't they, dude? This is what. Look, I don't know about construction or anything, but if you're gonna plan to build something or attach something, you need to have the right everything ready before that. The right, and I know that the measurements are literally the most important thing. So yeah, they got the wrong toilet, so they had to get. So now, once they checked it, they had to get an entirely different one. They had to go, which would have taken another month. So basically, we're stuck with a toilet now with the porta john, which we thought was gonna be go because it was getting stinking to high heaven the time that thing happened. I mean, it was stinking to high heaven. I mean, I couldn't even go in there. And plus, in my family, I'm kind of have a little bit more sensitive, so I don't know what the heck the rest of my family is. How the heck they're able to handle that? For me, I can't handle that. But the moment I was able to sniff it from my freaking front door. And it's not that far from the front door, but it's far enough so it wouldn't like, we won't know, we would like basically be in the way. But it was like, let's say 2 or 3 feet away from the door, but I was still able to smell it from here. It was just 10 days with that, and like the first few days it smelled great, because of course. But after 5 days, it's starting to stink. And then after a while, it's just after 5 days, it's just it was just sticking to high heaven, And my friend says, "Oh, why can't you do it? You know, it's not that bad." Dude, it just takes a few minutes. Dude, I cannot. To anyone that knows, I am more sensitive to basically, more sensitive. Hilariously enough, the rest of my family, I don't know, is that I have more sensitivity in the smelling and smells. My eyes, well, not really my eyes, but I'm smelling and my skin. If I get hurt, I get like hurt a little bit more. I can feel the pain more. I mean, I'm more sensitive to most folks. Let's just say that. Heck, even my younger sibling could even. I smell. It's like, it's not that bad. I mean, what? Are you serious? And so I didn't bother. So I just, I'm going back in. I'm gonna hold it in till the next day until they clean it, because the next day they were gonna clean it, which thankfully they did. So I immediately went there and Bacon did it. Unfortunately, I didn't get everything else, so the next day I had to go in there. So yeah, for the next 2 days, that was my lowest point. But thankfully they cleaned it up. Downside is that one of my family members, I already said this before, that likes chili a lot. So yeah, basically the whole reason why the Porter John was like sticking to high is because the rest of us were like cutting back on our food, eating our food, and also not drinking as many liquids, so we don't have to go there as much, because it's a Porter John. I mean, it's plastic. You really think it's not gonna help if we just go in there? Plus, I didn't want to use it as much because I didn't want whatever's in there to spring up with me. Because if you go to the bathroom and you just take a dump, and then sometimes it splashes back at you, I think we both know that feeling. And I didn't want to feel it, and I swear I think I felt some of it splash on my butt cheek one time. And I don't know if that was my mind playing tricks on me or not, but when I went inside, I got some soap, cleaned up, put a little napkin on it, put some soap on it, and just, wipe my butt cheek to make sure it's clean. Because I didn't want to. I don't know whether it's true or not, but I didn't want to go in there. Yeah, so yeah, that was fun. So yeah, once again, that was still my lowest point in my life, going in there. So yeah, that's it. And unfortunately, my family member doesn't care. The rest of us were cutting back, but he acts as normal and just keeps on eating his mounts of food, and also basically he adds chili onto it. So yeah, that makes it worse. Yeah, that makes it worse. So yeah, after 5 days it gets destroyed. After that. So yeah, this there. So after a few days, after a while, we finally basically they came back. So I'm gonna say this: this is not a hit piece of my landlord, because it's mostly because of what's been going on. But it's not a hit piece. He's a nice guy. He has his own problem as well. He's a nice guy. He does give us a chance and everything. But even still, if you're gonna do this, but still, if he was gonna do this ever again, I hope he does do the measurements. Now, this is just not a hit piece of my landlord or anything at all. I'm just saying that he needs to do a lot more better for the future. But really, it was also our fault as well. But even still, the fact of the matter is that it took way too long than it needs to be. Let me know down in the comments, what do you think should have taken it? Because if you go by my last video, because it was 3 days before, 3 or 4 days for this to happen, all the way up to now, to where this video is posted up. Let me know, what do you think, how long would it usually take for the bathroom to get fixed up? Because I know he has his other business to do, and that he has other things to do, but even still, I'd really like to know what you guys think about how long it would have taken, realistically. Would it have been easier, would it have been faster, or would it actually taken longer? Let me know down in the comments. I really like to know. Either way, dude, I think it should have been done at least a week before this video posted up, but even still, I don't know. Either way, they finally got the toilet in. They finally got the bottom part in, but they need to get it. But they had to, plaster it, glue it to the ground to make sure it doesn't move around. So they had to wait. Okay, so leave it alone for a bit, and we'll bring in the other part of the toilet. So that way, because obviously they don't want to work and put the back part of the toilet on there and have it move out of place. So yeah, okay, so we had to wait another day. It makes sense. And then we waited another day, and they got the entire thing. They got everything ready, and this is basically. And they got everything ready, got the back part in, everything is ready. It's just they forgot to now just to let you know, the plumbers were already gone. This is not involving any plumbers. I should have clarified that at all. But yeah, the plumbers let's say the landlord wanted to do himself because he doesn't want to spend that much money, which obviously none of us want to spend that much money. But yeah, he wanted to do himself, and he forgot about one little pipe that connects, the faucet. Have you ever seen the back of a toilet and you see the the faucet, the spigot there that attaches to the toilet. I think I don't know attaches to the back part of the toilet. I don't know where it attaches. I don't really look by there. No, attaches to the the back part of the toilet so the water can flow into. Yeah, he forgot to get that one, and to actually he forgot to measure that one, so he had to go and buy another one. So yeah, we still. So yeah, that's yeah. So yeah, basically we had to wait like another day for him to find one and buy one, and basically get it and fix it up. Thankfully, yes, today is the day we finally fixed it up. But even still, the fact that he had to go measure it on the job literally upsets me because literally even the rest of my family was talking about, man, he should have measured. What? Are you serious? You forgot all this stuff? You should have had this ready by now. And we were all talking about. But like I said, I know I'm upset. I'm not. Yeah, this is not a hit piece of my landlord. I'm just complaining on the fact that this. I think this should have been done earlier. He did get the plumbers in. He did, but one of them destroyed the toilet and yeah, and everything. And then he didn't get the measurements for the toilet, and didn't get the measurements for the little pipe thing that attaches to the back part of the toilet. And it's just upset me that I think we should have ended this like a week ago by now. But hey, that's just me. That's just me. By the way, he finally got up, and thankfully, at long last, it's over. It's finally on. This is it. The toilet's finally fixed up. I asked my family, everything's ready, everything's right, even though my mom was getting upset at the fact, Mama Knight was getting upset at the fact why I would keep asking him questions about it. Ashes about it and everything. Say, well, I'm making sure because we've been having like every time they've been coming here, they've been saying, oh, we need to get new stuff. We need to get something new. We need to get someone else to do this stuff. We need to get a new pipe. We need to measure it. And then you can't blame me for asking this to make sure that the toilet is basically ready when we literally had almost entire month or a month. I have no idea from the day the first video came out about this. You can't expect me to not ask questions like this. I need to make sure. Come on, is everything ready? Can I not ask questions? And my aunt was saying that I should talk about that way. You should pay attention. We had an entire month to basically have to deal with this. So sorry for not basically acting rational after literally an entire month. The auntie night, I guess I'll call her. Yeah, basically for an entire month, I've having to deal with this. And plus, I'm upset on the fact that we still had to use the porta-john, literally during that time. So sorry that we had to get upset about. I'm upset about that. After 5 days, it's starting to stink. I mean, it's gone so bad, that Papa and I went in there before he had to take my young sibling to work, and he said they told him, oh, he just went to the bathroom already, and said he just, I'm gonna hold it. He needed to go, but he said, I'm gonna hold it, and I'll do it over at my workplace. Yeah, because let's just say that, let's say that when Papa and I goes to the bathroom, he just, it smells to high heaven. Yeah, so technically speaking, yeah, he did, I'm just gonna go, I don't want to smell what's in there, it's already bad enough as it is, and he just went to work, thankfully he went to work, he was able to hold in, and my god. So yeah, he went to work, did his business there, and thankfully now the toy is back up ready, thankfully after almost a month, I have no idea. And yeah, that's about it. That's the saga of the toilets. Like I said, I know it was disgusting, but I already warned you that this was going to be a disgusting thing. So yeah, either way, it's over. The bathroom's ready. Everyone used to make sure it's checking over ready. All right, it's fine. And yeah, now we have a toilet now. So I haven't checked the side we have the porta-john yet, so I'm going to ask if the porta-john's up. If it's gone, it's gone. If it's not, it's not. But either way, it's done. And now I don't have to basically use the porta-john. Or even use let's just say I've been using let's see, an ice cream bucket and a milk cart and a plastic milk jug to go to take a whiz. Let's just say that because I don't want to use the porta-john. I know there's a urine on the side, but I really don't want to like keep making that part smell. So yeah, I'm not no. So yeah, it's disgusting. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. I mean, even my young sibling doesn't even want to use that. He just goes to the backyard, to just go at the side of the house, which literally dirties up his legs because when go, it splashes back at him. So yeah, he has to clean his legs after a while. But still, yeah, we didn't want to. Yeah, that was about it. So yeah, that's about it. The saga. Sorry, it was disgusting for you guys, but I just needed to let you guys know. Yeah, but I warned you guys that this gets disgusting. But yeah, everything's fine. We got the toy back. Everything's fine. They got it in. Everything's ready. Everything's good. It's fine. Everything's good. So yeah, that's basically the saga. And that's about it. We're never gonna hear about this ever again. Hopefully. Yeah, hopefully. Hopefully not. Hopefully the pipes are separated. Hopefully everything's good. I don't know, but yeah, if you want to look at this, like I said, I'll put a playlist for you to watch this as on, and yeah, that's about it. So right now, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I'm so glad that I over-tweeted about this, but I'm so glad that basically we have a toilet again. I'm so happy. I'm so ready. I can finally relax now that I can go into the bathroom and basically and we have light and there's water, so I can dab the freaking toilet paper, and then I can see. Yes, it's not gonna be in the dark. Oh, thank goodness. By the way, that's about it. Let me know if you've experienced this. Let me know, like in the comments. Let me know. Have you ever experienced this moment of your life where you have to deal with this situation? Let me know. I may have to make a react to people having the worst moments of their lives here. Not like when they like some moments like all of a sudden they're just doing something and then all of a sudden something bad happens to them just for no reason. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Have you experienced something like this? Do you think it should have the toilet thing should have ended sooner, or do you think it was the right amount of time, or do you think it should have taken longer? Let me know in the comment. Now, just remember, the landlord had other stuff, because he's the landlord, he's got like other properties to do with stuff. I think he has his own other business as well. So yeah, be nice about that. But even still, let me know what you think about the situation, because literally, oh my god. I feel like this should not have taken this long. Alright, let me know in the comments what you think about the situation. And have you ever had this situation? Oh, so let me know. Have you ever had the lowest points of your life? Now, not in a bad way. Like, when I say lowest points, I don't mean like the point where you're basically thinking of, exiting the stage, which you should never do that. You should never think about that. Like, exiting the stage, like, going bye-bye. No, never think about that. When I mean lowest point, I mean me just sitting there, like, moments you say, man, is this really my lowest point? Like, just feel that moment, like, not the bad kind where you feel like, oh, no. Like, the bad kind. Like, the one you should never, ever think about and should never, ever take that exit at all. Never. Stay on this ride for as long as you're able to. Never take that exit. Alright? I'm just saying, like, just feeling that this is the lowest point. Because, like I said, every time I went into the porta-john, it just felt like, yep, this is the lowest point. Every time I'm in front of my house, on the front lawn, in a porta-john, depending on whether there's noise or not, just doing my business. What's even worse that like this third final time, when I got hit, felt like a splash and failed in my head, just, oh god, my head just, it just felt bad. So yeah, let me know in the comments. What was your lowest point in your life? Now, when I say lowest points, I don't mean like the one where you're basically thinking about taking the exit stage. When I mean about that, people like taking their own, ending it all. No, I don't mean that. And you should never think about that. I'm just letting you know. I'm just thinking like the lowest point where like, wow, this is just, yep, this is bad. This is my lowest point. Just thinking like how this is your lowest point, just, wow. Yeah. Yeah, this is when you feel that way. Not when it feels like to the point where to end it all, which you should never do, but just feel that way. Just, yeah. Yeah, just, yeah. You just don't know why this is your how about this? Like, you just don't know why this is your lowest point. You just feel that it's your lowest point. Just, yeah, this is my lowest point. Now I know, this is just my lowest point. For some reason, this is like you just feel bad just going in there. Let's just say you just feel bad doing it, and you know that the moments that you have, like, yep, this is the lowest moment for me. I don't know why it is, but this is just that thought process. Like I said, I don't mean taking yourself out, which, like I said, never do. I'm just saying that, yeah, you gotta clarify that. Just, yeah, this is just my moment. This is the lowest moment. I don't know why it is, but it is. That kind of thought process. So yeah, let me know. What do you think about the situation? Like what I said. But for right now, I'm excited to use the toilet again. In my own house. For right now, my dark minions dismissed.